Good morning. Uh, Today we are again going on some more standard functions. Last time we have completed some standard functions, and today also I'll take some more functions. First function today we are going to take is exponential function. Exponential function. What this exponential function says, function is defined this way: fx is a power x. The exponential function is fx is equal to a power x. And here fx is equal to a power x. In this, certain conditions are there. X can be any real number. Whatever this value, we can take any real number. But a should be always a greater than 0 value. A should be always positive, but a should not be 1. So what is the condition I told you? Function, exponential function fx is a power x, where x should be some real number, any real number you can place. A will be the base of it. That base can be always a positive real number, can never be negative. But keep in mind, should not be 1. Why it is not negative? One thing should be clear this also. By the way, if I say a is coming minus 1 power x, then this will never give you always real number. In few cases, it will start giving your imaginary number, and then if it is an imaginary number, it cannot be a real function. For example, if I say x is taking half, because I told you x is a real number. So if it is a real number and power is coming half, so it will be root of minus 1. It is an iota. So first thing should be clear that this x, this a should never be negative. Second thing I told you, a should not be 1. If a is 1, then it will come 1 power x. 1 power some real number is always what? 1. So that means it will be treated as a constant function. Constant function you have already done. So that means this should not be taken again. So you can't take a as 1. Second thing I told you, this x which you are taking will be any real number. A should be a positive real number, not 1. Now, in this exponential function, there are two possibilities we have. As you told, a is greater than 0. This is 0 here. A should not be 1. So first time we are taking the case where a comes in this part. That is between 0 and 1. And second time we'll take when it will be in this part. So in exponential function, now there are two functions going together. One, when a is between, or first I'll take a is greater than 1. First I'm taking a should be greater than 1. Now if a is greater than 1, what I should do, just check here. So a, if you want to take it 1, greater than 1, then what changes will be here? Just check here. A which I can take this time can be 2, can be 3, can be 4, that way it will go. So here we start, let a is coming 2 because they're greater than 1. So that means now my function which I take is fx is 2 power x. Function which we have is fx is 2 power x. Now just check what it will give and what will be the graph of it. We should know it. So first I'll take the graph and then explain all the complete results. This will be the graph we are going to have: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it come minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Here it will come 1, 2, 3, 4. Just check here. When you take x as 0, f0 will be 2 power 0 coming 1. So at 0 your answer is coming 1. When you go for f1, it will come 2 power 1, your answer will be 2. So at 1 your answer will be 2. फिर आएगा f2, so it will come out to be 2 square, come out to be 4. That means at 2 it will come out to be 4. This way it will start moving. Same way when we go for minus 1 now. When I go for f of minus 1, it will come 2 power minus 1, that is half only. So at minus 1, this is your value minus 1, your answer is coming half. So minus 1 half will be somewhere here, so we will say it is half. When you take minus 2, then it will come minus 2, here it will come out to be 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means when it is minus 2, this is your half, 1/4 means somewhere here, so it will be minus 2 here. Minus 2, it will be minus 1, it is minus 1. So the graph when you will be going to get will be like this. And here you will find as you take the negative number, just check here. First it was 1 by 2, then it came 1 by 4, then it will come 1 by 8, then it will be 1 by 16. So what you will find? This value is going to be less and less. But it will never touch it. Why? Because this can be 0 only when it is infinity. So that means this will be the graph I am going to get. This will be the graph for fx is equal to a power x, where a is coming positive number and greater than 1. So this will be the graph, and here one more thing you should keep in mind. Here this graph always going to pass from 0, 1. This side it is going towards negative x, going closer and closer but not going to touch. And here it is going away and away. So this will be called as exponential curve when a is greater than 1. If you would have taken 3, what change will be here? Just check. When you take it is 3 power x, what change will be here? First at 0, it will remain same. F0 it is 3 0 coming 1. Then we go for F1, it will be 3 power 1 coming 3. So at 1 your answer come out to be 3. When you take at 2, it will go to 9. 9 somewhere here. So the graph is going like this. And then when you take minus 1, 3 power minus 1, it will come 1/3. So in place of half, it will be going 1/3. 1/3 will be, it's nearly here. So it will go closer to y faster. So here in this case, whenever this number you are going to increase, the steepness of the curve is going to increase. It will become more steeper. If you take this is 3, it will becoming more steeper. When you take 4, it will be more steeper. 5, more steeper. That way it will go. So in this case, keep in mind this will be the curve we are going to get. One more thing. Whatever x value you have placed, either minus or plus, any value you take, your result is always coming in positive of y. Answer never come out to be negative. Just check here. This side answer either 3 power minus 1, it will be 1 by 3. 3 power minus 5, 1 by 3 power 5. So never come out to be negative. So when you think about the domain of this function will be all the real number. Domain will be all the real number. Then codomain will be always a real number. When you think about range, what will be your range? Range will be always R positive, not 0. Above 0 it will be going to get the answer, because 0 it is not going to touch. Y is never going to be touch x-axis. So we will say range will be R plus. So this will be the first function you have, which is called exponential function. Domain of the function will be all the real number. Codomain will be all the real number. Range is coming R positive. Is this clear? One more thing now. Is this function continuous? Yes, without breaking, without lifting our pen or pencil, or without break, this curve goes. Without lifting pen or pencil, you can draw it, or we will say in this case, this curve will be without a break. So it will be continuous. continuous everywhere. And second thing, no corner point visible to you. And if it is no corner point, we will say it will be differentiable everywhere. So this function will be continuous everywhere as well as differentiable everywhere. So this will be the curve you are going to have for fx is equal to a power x when a is coming greater than 1. If I change it, that is a I am taking between 0 and minus 1. 0 and 1, sorry. When you have a is between 0 and 1, that means we will say now the curve is going to change. What that curve will be, just check. This time we will say a is between 0 and 1, means it can be half, can be 1/3, can be 1/4, so on. So I should say, example I am taking x is half power x. A we are taking half. Now again, when you think about the curve, it is 0, 1, 2, 3. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, so on it goes. 5, 6, so on. First will be f0 when you calculate half power 0. It's 1 only. When you think about f1, what it will be? Half. When you go for f2, it comes out to be 1 by 4. f3, f2 is 1 by 4. f3, 1 by 8. So this way the result will go. So in this case, just check here, at 0 the result is 1. Just check in the previous curve also it was passing from 0, 1. Here also it is going to pass. Then when you put 1, it will come half. At 1 this value is half. At 2 it's 1/4. At 3 it's 1/8. Then we go for minus 1. When you go for minus 1, it will come half power minus 1. Half power minus 1, what this will come? Simply 2. Then f of minus 2, half power minus 2, it will be 4. So when you go for minus 1, your answer is 2 here. Minus 2, it will be 4 here. So we will say the curve is going like this. What change will be here in this curve? Earlier, the curve which we had was this. And this time we have the curve like this. So this is the curve y is equal to, or fx is equal to a power x, where a is between 0 and 1. And this was the curve fx is a power x when a is greater than 1. So only the change comes, whatever graph in the previous one, in the first quadrant gone to the second and second gone to the first quadrant. Both the curve is going to pass through point 0, 1. Yes. One more thing. If in place of 2 I'll take 4, the steepness of the curve is going to change. Then the curve will go like this. More steeper the curve will be. So as denominator value you are going to increase, it will become more steeper. The curve will be, again what you will say, domain of the function will be all the real number. Anything you can place here. What about range of function? Will be all the real number. Range never change. And then we will go, sorry, this is codomain. And then comes range of function will be always a positive real number, R positive. Will it be continuous? Yes, it will be continuous. It will be differentiable. And everywhere it will be. This function will be continuous, differentiable everywhere. So this function is continuous as well as differentiable everywhere, and this is the function we called as fx is a power x. So this is called exponential function, in which a, I told you, always a real positive number, not 1. X can be any real number. Range already you got as r plus. In both the cases, range is coming r plus. So this will be the curve you will be having as an exponential curve. And one more thing here, exponential in this form you write this way also. Exponential is e power x also. E power x, when I say e, is actually, I told you, e is between 2 and 3. Its value is nearly 2.7. So that means this is come out to be 2.7 power x. So which will be the curve for e power x? Yes, this will be first curve which you have taken, that is the shape of e power x again. So this will be fx is a power x, a greater than 0, or I should say fx is e power x. If I say, the curve will be like this. So whenever e power x they say, the curve also I can make. Fx is e power x, the curve goes like this. This is the curve for fx is equal to e power x. This point is 0, 1. So this is the exponential curve we have. E power x I told you, a power x I told you. So this way you can complete this curve. Now next video will take one more function.